So, just a couple of quick updates before we continue on. I know the sound quality on my videos kind of suck, but it's what I got to work with right now. Uh, I am going to get software for editing. I know it should have been something I got beforehand, but oh well. And lastly, I am working on trying to make thumbnails. I do apologize that I don't do thumbnails, but I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm very new to this, and I'm working towards every day getting better and learning. I know I've been very sporadic on my content. My Twitter, for some reason, has been limited, and I've asked for clarifications on it, but we'll wait and see what's going on with Twitter or X. But and when I find out why, I'll let you know. I don't want to. I have two Twitter accounts. One is for my personal use, and the other one is for my channel that I be posting my videos on. But when I have some kind of update on that, I will let you all know. But this is kind of how I approach subjects when I start investigating, trying to find out the facts and get the facts separated from rumors, false allegations, and all that stuff. So I've been interested in the MrBeast allegations for a while. And I figured, let's, instead of just sitting here going 4 to 5 months, this has been going on since the MrBeast allegations came out. And I took the stance of, hey, let's not form an opinion till everything comes out. What did he actually do? What didn't he do? Yeah, was malice involved, or was this just someone who was very young, trying things and making mistakes because he was very unaware of it? Unlike other people, I'm understanding of that, because when you're starting out, you're going to fuck up. It's as simple as that. You're going to fuck up. But once you realize you fucked up, how you correct those mistakes shows you what kind of person you are. Do you ignore it, or do you acknowledge it that you made mistakes and you make corrective actions? That's what I'm curious. Okay, let's get into it. Obviously, this is Jimmy, MrBeast, the largest YouTuber on any platform, really, but on YouTube, he's the largest subscriber count that exists right now. Now, a lot of people don't understand when Jimmy been doing YouTube for over 10 years. And if you want to get the whole story, there's multiple videos out there about how Jimmy started. And he became successful, obviously. But with success, you stop being a person, you become a brand. And you notice the picture I'm using here is not the one that he typically uses in his videos with that big smile, because this is my only criticism really about any content that Jimmy puts out. It's fucking creepy. I'm just saying, when he has that big, it creeps me out, man. It just does. It's not negative about any of his content. It's just that fucking smile just creeps me out. It's slightly psychotic. But anyway, he gives out money. He has contests and stuff like that. And a lot of people want to be in his videos for obvious reasons. And one, money. Two, if you have a YouTube channel, to get that rub off of Jimmy, your sub count will go up and help you be successful. And be like, put it this way, if MrBeast contact me right now and say, hey man, I hear that you want to learn how to edit and do thumbnails, come up to my compound. We're going to teach you how to do all that stuff. Oh, by the way, we're going to give you the software for all that. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to jump at that situation. To learn from someone who has the largest sub count on you, you got to be a fucking idiot not to. To learn from someone who's been successful in something I'm looking at as a hobby, would I like to have the sub count legit? Of course. Anybody who doesn't say they would is fucking lying. But to have opportunities to learn from someone that is successful in any field, to be mentored by them, regardless. Jimmy is still in his 20s. I'm in my 50s. I don't have a problem learning from someone who's younger than me, because that's how you grow as a person. People make mistakes, move on. But how did this all happen? Well, the first hint of there's a problem. Well, let me backtrack a little bit. Jimmy's always gotten hate. He always has gotten hate. People hate him because, one, he's successful. Two, they think he's fake. And three, they feel jaded because they're never in his videos. That's kind of how the drama of MrBeast began. There was before all the stuff that came out later on, he's always gotten that kind of hate. Oh, he's fake. He fakes his videos. He's just handing out money just to get views. All this stuff. But that comes off more of people being jealous of his success than actual criticism of his videos. You can criticize the fuck out of mine. I know this shit. I know the editing sucks. I know I don't know everything. This here, just sitting here, and you can see my taskbar down here and all that. Yeah, this is not exactly high production value video here. Let's be honest. But what happened as his success grew, the hate grew. There was, for a long time, most people just rolled their eyes like, oh, people complain about MrBeast just because he's successful. But that kind of changed when his best friend, Chris Tyson, appeared in this video. It was kind of a interesting situation how this turned out. This video got a lot of hate, and even MrBeast tweeted about it, about his friend transitioning. But who gives a shit? Not big fucking deal. That's his life. If he wants to do that, do it. But what happened is because he's associated with the largest YouTuber on the platform, and there are some people who have problems with trans people, which, whatever. Okay, look, I'm going to clear this up on my position of trans people. They're people. Are there some trans people who are pieces of shit? Yeah. Just like any other type of person out there. Just because you're trans does not mean you're above reproach. As long as you treat everybody else with respect, typically most people are going to respect you for your choices. As long as you're not trying to push that shit on everybody else, most people are fine with it. It's just like religion. Don't push your religion on other people because you piss them off, or your politics. It's the same thing, really. No one wants to be told what to think. As soon as you go down that road, when you're telling people what to think, slap the swastika on your arm and start doing the little march down the road and start opening your internment camps. For whatever viewpoint you have. Just the way it is. You don't have the right to tell what people, how them to feel about your journey in life. That your journey is the only right one. No, no, no. Multiple paths. But this video got a lot of hate because, no, it's MrBeast. MrBeast has a large fan base. And MrBeast tweeted about it. It's very public. You can find the tweet. We pretty much tell the Sunday V2 go fuck himself. That this guy, that Chris Tyson, is his friend. Or even Chris Tyson. I never quite understood how to say their name. And if I misgender you, I apologize. Because it gets confusing for me. She decided to go to transition, and there was heavy criticism because one, they have a child, and people think that it's going to be a detriment to the child. I don't think Ava's transitioning would be a detriment to the child. To be honest with you, a parent's a parent. You have gay parents, yet transgender parents. It happens. There's been no studies, no factual evidence that is a detriment to a child. It's mostly people's unsubstantiated opinion. There's been no real study on it. Now, the real problem came later with Ava Tyson. Some things came out about her, like texting minors with unwelcoming texts. I could look for it. In fact, let me try to find it. Hey, behind the scenes. It's there. Law firm finds grooming claim against MrBeast co-host Beast. I know that first line there, people are rolling their eyes. I know people are rolling their eyes because lawyers hired by MrBeast. Okay, understand something. Lawyers have a reputation, especially one as situation as public as this. They're hired to be, not to show any bias towards their employer or anybody employed by a corporation. They're there to do an independent investigation. That's what they're hired for. They're not there to be biased. If there's something wrong, and I'm pretty sure if a lawyer wants to chime in on this, that they are legally required to report any misconduct. I believe that's the case. I'm not 100% certain. This is where doing research helps. It's like at this point, I would actually maybe reach out to some lawyers on Twitter, even though I can't do that right now, and find out if that's actual factual statement. But that's why I say I believe. But to assume that these lawyers are going to protect Jimmy, they're not representing Jimmy. They were hired by MrBeast Corporation to investigate MrBeast Corporation to find out if there is a fucking problem and what's the resolution. Like I said in previous videos, when you have an expert, the smart thing to do is to listen to the expert. Don't think you know it all. When you get to the realm where you think you know more than an expert, that's when you typically end up in trouble. So, Eva Chris Tyson stopped working with MrBeast in July. This was done 2024. So July 2024, she stopped working with MrBeast. After other YouTubers accused her of sending inappropriate messages to a minor, reported then 13, she was 20. At the time, Tyson apologized for her past action, but said her behavior never extended beyond bad, edgy jokes and denied ever grooming anyone. The alleged victim, who was named online, also defended her, saying the claims were massive lies and that they never been exploited or taken advantage of. Okay. With all honesty, that's where it should have stopped. Not saying that her behavior was good, but the legal accusations, all this stuff that she broke the law, should have stopped. When the victim, the supposed victim, comes out, he didn't do this shit. What the fuck are you all talking about? That's when it stops. Because in order to have charges filed, you need basically the victim to say, I'm going to file charges. If they refuse, it's over with, people. It's over with. There's no, you can sit there and complain, bitch, make a ton of videos about it, whatever. But if the victim says, the supposed victim says, I'm not a victim, it's over. Doesn't mean you have to agree with what she did by sending those messages with bad, edgy jokes. Just means that the victim didn't take those messages in the way everybody else did. I know people are going to compare this to a Nissan thing, but the difference is the person that is the alleged victim hasn't changed her story ever. That's the difference. After initial claims in July, MrBeast said he was disgusted by the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online and opposed such unacceptable acts. Let's see. The investigation, the allegations of sexual misconduct between company employees and minors are without basis. The allegations were soundly rejected, including by the alleged victims, it said. It added the allegations the company had knowingly employed individuals with proclivities or histories towards illegal conduct were similarly without basis. That's pretty much it. People use my name to make very serious allegations, claims without ever speaking to me. That's the victim. So this is pretty much how all this shit started with MrBeast. That was 2 years before that. 2 years before all this. You know, where all the allegations came out about her, Sunny V's video was 2 years before that. Like almost a premonition of something was going to happen. But then we have someone that uploaded a video. Dogpack 404. Someone that worked at MrBeast. Okay, people, one, I have a hard time believing that anybody went along with this guy. I really do. He worked there for 3 weeks. Break it down, 21 days. How well can you know a corporation in 21 days? If he is more worried about how the inner workings of how the business is run, he was going to get fired because he wasn't doing his job. And I believe that's the reason why he got fired from MrBeast. Sure, we can look that up. Go ahead. Sorry, Jimmy, I gotta use Google. Why was Dogpack? This is how I do things. I don't want. Why is it always fucking big? Yeah, actual. Yeah, Dogpack got served a cease and desist. Surprise! I really don't know why people listen to this guy. Anybody surprised that all the allegations that he made turn out to be false? He's only there for 3 weeks. Not, if you're doing your job, what you were hired for, it's kind of hard to be fired for what was he? I'm trying to find out the reason why he was fired. Uh, basically, he got fired for not doing his job. Underperformed, I think it was the word. Basically, boil it down to he was doing something else other than his job. Wherever that may be, I have no idea. Maybe he was just fucking lazy. I don't know. But no, if you're hired for a job, you have your employer has 90 days to fire you without giving you a reason. Just walk up to you one day and say, "Hey, I'm sorry it's not working out. Just please get your stuff and leave." Why? I don't have to tell you why. Leave. Basically, that's how it works. You have 90 days to prove that you can do your fucking job, or at least that you're willing to learn and be an asset to the company. Doesn't matter how big the company is. It could be a 5-person operation, and the fifth person is not pulling their weight. They get rid of the fifth person to hopefully bring in someone else that can actually do the job right. 3 weeks is not a long enough time to learn things, especially if you can't do the basic what you're there to do. Now, here's an interesting thing. The longer you're with a company, the more you understand how it works. Now, if Dogpack was with MrBeast for 3 years, then he'll have more weight to his allegations because he was an employee for 3 years. Now, he made a few videos. He made this one and this one with a former employee. Okay. I work for MrBeast. He's a fraud. All right. If you see, he got 15 million views. Everybody knows this video. Who's aware of the drama and all the stuff he put in here that have since been disproven. I don't get it. Even when this first came out, I'm like, okay, everybody should keep their mouth shut until the truth comes out. I mean, it's drama. Everybody's gonna fucking watch it, but no one should make videos about it, because if all the shit that was said in this video turns out to be false, you're going to have to go back and look at your videos and go, whoops, I shouldn't have put that one up in green with what Dogpack said. Or sitting there amping it up. Now, there's videos out there that kind of question everything that Dogpack said. Going, what? The whole lottery thing. That Jimmy faked his videos and all this stuff. The allegation of hiring a predator that Jimmy was aware. He was aware later, not when he was hired. Because people understand Jimmy did not have a large corporation when he started out. He didn't start out when he became a multimillionaire. That's what he became. He started out just like me, one guy sitting with a microphone. He had a webcam. He counted to 1,000. Other things to get traction on his channel, and he grew from there. He didn't get how many subscribers does MrBeast have right now? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I don't know what to do. He didn't start out with over close to 400 million subscribers. I mean, he started in 2012. It's been 13 years. That's 13 years of working, grinding, doing all that stuff. And he's got close to 400 million. I'm going to show you what people are bothered by. This. They're bothered by that. Because they want it. They want that kind of money per month, per year. There's nothing wrong with wanting it. The problem is being upset that with somebody who did it. You don't necessarily have to like Jimmy's content, but the same token, you're gonna have to respect the work ethic he put in. He wanted to be a YouTuber. Once he realized that's what his goal was, he grinded and become very successful. He learned how to work the system to get that number. To get that number right there. He learned how to do it. how to manipulate the algorithm. And yes, Ava Tyson helped, or Ava Chris Tyson helped. She was in multiple videos, which have now been edited to take her out of. Did she do some disturbing things? Yes. But that's not what Dogpack was focusing on. He made a lot of serious allegations that Jimmy faked his videos, that he manipulated people, he used actors, a bunch of stuff. I mean, watch the video if you want. It's an hour long. I don't particularly want to watch it, nor do I care. It's basically an hour long accusations that he's not going to be probably sued for, and it's going to be a huge number for the damages if he's found at fault, that he's going to have to probably pay for the rest of his fucking life. We're talking several millions of dollars here. And you really think Dogpack has several $1 million? I mean, then we got this video here with the former employer. This is where the war crimes accusations come from. As soon as this video came out, people start questioning Dogpack because of the former employee there that's in that video. That's not Dogpack, by the way. Took part of a video where he was put in a room where the lights were always on. Basically, how long can you stand it type situation. If you leave, you get this amount of money. If you stay, you get this bigger amount of money. You could have left anytime you want. You can't, a war crime, you're not allowed to fucking do that. You just, if you're in a prison and you're a political prisoner, you just can't go up to guard. I'm done. I want to go home now. You got a check for me? I'm done with this challenge. I'm going to go home. That's not how it works. So this is pretty much, this video caused the downfall of Dogpack. And it took a little while for it to catch on that, hey, something's fishy in Denmark, when we're listening to a guy who's been employed at MrBeast for 3 weeks. Why are we listening to him? What the fuck does he know? He was there for 3 weeks. Now, most people are going to point to this guy. If I can fucking type. Jake the Viking. Now, Jake the Viking was an employee with MrBeast for an extended period of time. During this time, Jake the Viking made a few accusations of his own, very ambiguous. The main thing here is to take from this. At the time that Jake left, he made a video on his channel thanking MrBeast. See if it's still up there.
In this video,
videos. This is how I do my research, people. Like I said, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time doing it. Yeah, I think it was this one 6 years ago, where he talks about leaving MrBeast. and he was thankful for the experience. He learned a lot, all that stuff. Now, if we go to the latest, we're going to have to 2 years, 1 year ago. I don't think he actually made a video. If he did, he deleted it or privated it. But unless he has another channel, which I can't. I don't want to show my real. I know he tweeted at it that MrBeast knew a lot more than he said. Funny thing is, the so-called predator that was hired was his brother-in-law. So the person who would know that this guy being hired was a predator was Jake. Did Jake go to MrBeast? Hey, he has a record in New Jersey for being a predator. Did Jake do that? No. So, best thing Jake should have done was kept his fucking mouth shut. Once again, keeping your mouth shut when it can come back and bite you in the ass big time is always a good thing that some people need to learn. Now, and it did come back and bite him in the ass when he found out it was actually his brother. Or I think his former brother. And everybody thinks the guy with the nickname, I think his nickname was Jersey. It's because that's what he went by. And yeah, he was in some of MrBeast's videos, but he was more of like a stagehand than an actual so-called member of the crew. I think his face was shown maybe 3 to 4 times, if that much. The rest of the time he had a mask or a costume on where his face wasn't being shown. But other than that, guess what? MrBeast didn't really hire him. I'm sure he had input on it, but his mom had the final thing say on it. Now, people, this is in the early days of his channel where he didn't do things like do a background check. Okay, your friend tells you, hey, hire this guy, he's cool. You go, okay, I'll hire this guy, he's cool. He helped. And because MrBeast started the channel with his buddies, with his friends. You don't run background checks when you only have like 3 subscribers. Doesn't make sense, nor does it make sense financially. But that shit's changed now because MrBeast is a big corporation. And like I said, Jake the Viking, should have kept his mouth shut. Because now he looks like a moron. He does have almost 2 million subs, which, if I'm looking at his content, it's one of those things where, it may be interesting, but it looks like he's more into music than anything else. And he doesn't look like he uploads very frequently. With more of a monthly thing, 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 8 months ago. It's one of those, I mean, it is what it is. But him having that sub count, I don't know how much is from it went because he was associated with MrBeast or from his own work. And he has quite a bit of videos. So maybe it's from his own work. I don't know. But he seems like he's doing good. He's got close to 587 videos. So he's doing the grind, and hopefully he learns his lesson and just keep his fucking mouth shut. Hopefully he doesn't get sued. But sometimes it's best not to say anything or reach out to the parties involved, which in this case would be Jimmy. So Jimmy, I did eventually tell you this. Do you need me to? Do you want me to say anything, or what do you want me to do here? Because people are going to come asking me stuff, and more importantly, go to a lawyer before you open your mouth and get legal advice. All right. So we have a guy, Dogback, puts out 2 videos. And gets the drama rolling. He's later revealed to misled, let's put it that way, misled, put out misinformation to get views, basically. Once again, I do not know why anybody would listen to someone who worked there for 3 weeks, especially at the time where MrBeast, the corporation, was pretty fucking big. I mean, we're talking about a corporation that has offers of buying the brand for billions of dollars. Just saying. There's a lot of fucking people working there. Now, when this popped off, everybody had to do fucking videos about it. But how you do the videos will determine whether or not you will be put on a list of defendants. What do I mean by that? Well, if you come off spreading the misinformation, you could be lumped in with Dogpack, where you're financially obligated to repay Jimmy, MrBeast, or MrBeast Incorporated for damages for defamation. It's just not Dogpack. It's everybody out there who's making videos with no factual evidence backing it up. Everybody believed these were factual evidence until it later came out, hey, no. All this stuff, he just went online, do a bunch of Google searches, and twisted it so it made MrBeast look bad, like the whole lottery thing. Did MrBeast unintentionally run a lottery? I'm betting in the early years, yes, because who looks that shit up? Especially if you only like have even 1 million subs, you're not gonna look that shit up. It's not something that you're gonna be aware of. You're more along the lines, hey, this is a good video idea. Let's go do this. You don't go, hey, this is a good idea. Hey, go to Google and see about lottery rolls. I mean, come on, people. Let's be realistic. Did Jimmy make mistakes early on? Yes. I bet he did. I bet he will freely admit that he made some mistakes early on. Okay. Without malicious intent, without intending to fraud. Why is that important? Well, when you get into court, your knowledge becomes evidence. At the time you did this, were you aware of it? No. Now it's up to people to prove that you're aware. No. You're innocent until proven guilty. Going with the statement saying, when I was 19 years old, I was not aware about lottery laws or any of this stuff. I just wanted to make good content for my channel. And I wanted to help people. You know, it'd be like taking someone saying, "Hey, Jimmy made his mom do a contest in order for her to get a house." There's a video out there where Jimmy literally just bought his mom a house. There's no fucking contest involved. But there, someone could twist it that way if they wanted to. It'd be a stupid thing to do, but they could twist it that way. I mean, yeah, my favorite punching bag. All right, one. This is not true. This is the Oompa thing. The thing is here, see, you got Nux doing it. You got Nux doing it. You got Nux doing it. These Nux. Yeah, I put Nux. Let's do this. My point with Nux is that this is how you don't do shit. You put clickbait titles here. Yeah. That's a lawyer going to look at that video and scrutinize it and see if he should put your name on it. That's what's happening right now. I'm sure Jimmy has hired a lawyer. And putting names on lists. It's just not Dogpack. There's other people. There's also that girl, but we'll get to her probably in another video. Depending on her, we already know her name's on. When you accuse someone of sending out CP and it turns out the person in the picture is 20 or above and not a child, kind of makes you look stupid. Like I said, depending on the video and how you present it, if you're sitting there and helping the misinformation be spread, your name's going on a list. Especially if you're constantly doing it, you kind of have to sit there in a situation where a huge drama, a huge controversy. This is no longer drama. This is actually controversy. When it's being picked up by multiple media, legitimate. I mean, this is fucking Time magazine, people. So basically, old school media. It was on TV. It was everywhere. You gotta start. You gotta watch what you say. You gotta think before you let your lips move. So that's something that a lot of people on this list, especially Nux, don't do. They don't think before they open their mouth. From what I understand, her story is that she was upset with Jimmy because of a video that she was in, a hide and seek video, and she didn't like the fact that I think she came in third. She was supposed to be announced in third place, and she was announced in fourth. You didn't win, so what the fuck does it matter? Just say, what the fuck does it matter? Who cares? This is a who cares situation. Talking about making a mountain of a moat out of ant hill. I mean, come on. You know, this stems from some people believing person that got hired to do the job, got terminated from that job within 3 weeks. Disgruntled employee is a minor. It's a minor thing, but when your disgruntled employee goes to a platform like YouTube and makes a whole bunch of allegations, it becomes a major fucking thing, especially with the view counts. And you start costing you millions and millions of dollars. Well, that's when lawyers get involved. Sometimes accept the L that you didn't do your job right and you lost your job. Dogpack was upset that he got fired from MrBeast Incorporated, didn't get to be there long enough to be in Jimmy's videos, to win a bunch of money, become rich off of MrBeast's fame. That's what most people are. That's what most people are looking at him now. The reason why he did all this, because he didn't become internet famous at MrBeast. He wasn't there long enough to get that rub from Jimmy, get subscribers. He didn't get to appear in videos to win money. And quite frankly, he didn't do his job. Wherever that job may be, he didn't do it. That's the main thing. Instead of taking advantage of an incredible opportunity to learn how to do videos better, to make an actual successful channel, you may not never be as successful as MrBeast and have close to 400 million views, but you can have success where you can support yourself making YouTube content from learning someone that achieved heights unimagined 10 years ago, or even 17 years. It's just the truth. If someone gives you an opportunity to learn from the best, you take that, use it, learn, grow from it, and apply it to what you want to do and become successful. Uh, let's do a quick search here. This will be interesting. How many employees? Cable in the way. MrBeast has 480 people working for him. You got 480 people learning how to be great, and do me great at their job. Whether you like MrBeast or not, you can't deny his success. That they learn how to work the YouTube algorithm, and an opportunity to work in that environment. It's a once of a lifetime thing. You know how you become successful? Be around successful people. Or you can be like Dogpack and waste an opportunity. What he did. He wasn't interested in working at MrBeast. He was interested in being in a video, being in contest, and getting money. He wasn't actually interested in earning that spot. He thought he'd get hired from. I'm making a whole bunch of assumptions here, by the way. I'm thinking he got hired thinking that he's going to be in a bunch of videos. Well, you have to earn it. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 3 weeks. You got to prove yourself. Not loyalty, but prove that you're willing to follow directions and learn to be successful. Well, that's video 1 on the MrBeast thing. I'm going to probably do another one where we basically dealt with the main character in this situation, Dogpack, but eventually we will get to the other ones involved, and this all stemmed from this. Her behavior created a drama. Whether it be the Shadman thing, the messages, all that stuff. That's what got the ball rolling. And the hate brigade jumped on that ball and made it about Jimmy and totally forgot about her. Not that they could do anything about it. Eva is not on YouTube. You can go after Jimmy being friends with her, but it's just like going after your next door neighbor, saying, "Why didn't you know there was a serial killer next door?" Or "Why didn't you know that there was a pedophile living next door?" You know who the best people to ask questions? Why didn't you know? Are people who are parents that children do these things after they become adults. Why didn't you know? Several reasons. There's a lot of valid reasons why. Mostly because they don't show that behavior in front of you. Yes, the people are going to point to certain things. My question is, when Jimmy looked at that artwork, did he realize who did it? Or did he look like he was interested? He's like, or did he look like he was going, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit?" I mean, to me, that's kind of what he looked like. He's like, "What the fuck is that? Why is that hanging up on the wall?" What? As soon as this video is over, I'm gonna ask Chris about this because it's fucking weird. That's how you kind of look to me. But people jump to conclusion and ride that bandwagon, that drama chain. Well, it is a chain. And create a whole bunch of videos. I'm using Nux because he's made a lot of fucking videos, by the way. And just, maybe sometimes it's best to not make a video until all the facts come out. Just saying, maybe it's the best move. This is a recent drama that's already been disproven. It's like, hold up, buddy. Wait for the truth. Don't immediately jump to conclusions. This is why I'm saying that Nux has a bad habit of doing this. Oh, God. Can you not? But he posted a lot of MrBeast's videos talking about the situation. And sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut until the investigation is over with. And when somebody says, "These are the facts proven in court," maybe then it's a good time to make the video. Instead of writing the drama chain. I like chain. I know it's supposed to be train, but chain is better because this is all linked. And it's just not Nux. I think more Pegasus done multiple videos about the situation. No, he did. just a lot of this stuff is stupid, just plain straight up dumb. Because from my point of view, if you don't have all the facts or all the facts haven't come in yet, the best move most of the time is keep your mouth shut until the facts come in. All right, that's it. Like I said, I'm going to get software next month, beginning of next month, and thumbnails. I'll try to make a thumbnail for this one. If you want to roast me in the comments for it, go ahead. I know it's going to suck. I know it's going to suck. But go ahead. And part 2 will probably be done next week sometime. We'll see. But I am very interested in this subject, and I'm doing this method where I'm trying to show you how I do my research into it, and not glossing over things, but not trying to do a 3-hour fucking video. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.